Hey guys, it's your favorite auntie. Tasha K went in on Porsha. She roasted her. She said Porsha didn't effed around and found out. Well, she didn't say that exactly, but she said some things, and I just kind of want to break down some of the things that she said, and let's see if it has any validity to it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Now, y'all know Tasha K is going to Tasha K. And one thing she's going to do is she's going to tell you like it is, give you her opinion, and she is not going to hold back. Everybody's pretty much covering Porsha and the foolishness of her marriage. I say this, when people have just these outlandish weddings, it usually does not last. Now, this one ended a lot faster than I would have anticipated. Like, I wouldn't have thought that she would have filed for divorce this soon, but I never expected this marriage to last. Anybody thought this marriage was going to last? Put it down in the comments. Did you really think this was going to last? And I'm not saying that everybody who has outlandish weddings don't work out, but I think the majority that do don't work out because they're so consumed with the wedding and not necessarily the marriage. Here's what Tasha said right out the gate. She says, first of all, this is Simon's fifth marriage. If you go online and you try to Google Simon and you look up his Wikipedia page, you look up some different websites on him, I really don't know how many times this man was married. It doesn't even say. The only wives that I could find was Porsha and Fallon. But he's admitted to being married, I think, 4 or 5 times. He said that on Porsha's reality show. And then he talked about he was always the one that would leave the wives. He would, pack them up and send them on their way as if, he was some king. Now, one of the women, supposedly, they're saying, allegedly, matter of fact, everything in this video is alleged, and it's in my opinion, and it's in Tasha K's opinion, because I'm going to be commenting on things that she said. But allegedly, one of the women said that the marriage was never real. It was just an arranged business relationship, and they never consummated the marriage. That's supposedly out there. One thing we know about Porsha is that I'm pretty sure she's consummated her marriage. Now, some people believe that her and Simon's relationship was a business relationship, but I don't. I don't believe it was business. I believe that it was for her money, of course, and for him it's a good look. So I don't know if Simon's been married 5 times or not. I couldn't find the information to know if it's true or not. But one of the things she also said was that they're always out of the country because of his issues with his green card. They're traveling to Dubai, they're in Costa Rica, they're in all these many different countries. And I know she kind of honed in on Dubai, and she talked a lot about how people go to Dubai, you get these influencers and these public figures that all are traveling to Dubai because of tax-free money that's in Dubai. Now, is that why they're traveling all the time? I don't know. Who knows? It could be. I don't know that him going to all these different countries, that what does that have to do with him not having issues with his green card? It's not like they're going to live in these countries and living there for half the year or something like that and then coming back. I mean, they're taking trips and coming back. So I don't know that that had any validity to it when she said that. Now, Tasha, she's pretty savage. She said Portia is a ditzy. I'm not even gonna say it. She made of she made fun of her book, The Pursuit of Portia. She said the book was about her waiting 5 hours for R. Kelly. The end. That's the end of the book, The Pursuit of Portia. Portia be pushing that book. Let me tell you, it's in her bio. She's gonna push that book. Anybody read that book? I'm not reading Portia's book. I'm sorry, Portia. I'm not reading your book, girl. She said that Simon moved on. This is Tasha again. Tasha said that Simon moved on from Fallon so quickly because Portia was an opportunity, as well as he was one for her, because she wanted a man with money. Now, this is my opinion, in my opinion only. There is some speculation where some people say that when Fallon and Portia met on the show, because they said it wasn't true, they didn't know each other prior to the show. When Portia went to Fallon's house, people were saying then that she had her eye on Simon and that they may have started to concoct this scheme to for him to leave Fallon to get with her. I personally don't believe that. I think at the time, yes, was she, in awe of what Fallon had? Absolutely. But I don't think that she tried to go behind Fallon's back to get Simon. But I think that once she found out that Fallon and Simon were split, oh, she jumped on that opportunity. We know that she DM'd him. That's what I personally believe, that was her opportunity to go after this man. Like, oh, girl, you don't want him? I'll take him. I'll take him. Pick me. Pick me. I want him. I want him. I think that's how the relationship started. Tasha also went on and said, she said, these flashy Africans with stomachs sitting on their laps, we never see where the money, we never see where the money comes from. But yeah, you have all these women running out here trying to get their African men. She talked about Kenya trying to get her African man. We know Phaedra had her supposedly, allegedly, an African doctor. He was the emoji face guy in Married to Medicine that we never saw. We hear that Quad keeps running over to Africa trying to find her African man. Her Portia's best friend Shamia got her an African man. So we hear a lot about women in Atlanta trying to get their African men. She talked about Nene having her African man, and how all the women are trying to go get these potbelly type men because supposedly they believe these African men have money. And I don't know if these women know that these men are scammers. I think that they probably just don't care. I think it's like a Porsha situation. Like, I don't know how you get your money. I'm not worried about how you get your money, as long as you have some and you can spend it on me. I think that's the theme. I feel like that's the theme in Atlanta, where women have to feel like they have to have this flashy lifestyle, especially when they get on TV shows. It's so hard for them to just live in their authentic truth, in my opinion. I think it's got to be, I got to one up the next girl. I got to have the nice clothes. I've got to have, the high dollar fashion. I have to look like I'm well off. And no one just wants to sit and live in their truth. Look at Phaedra. She grabbed Apollo. I don't know that she knew exactly what Apollo was doing, but she knew of his past. And all of a sudden, he has money. He's bringing money into the household. And I just think she turned her head and was just like, don't tell me about it. How you get it is how you get it. That's my opinion. So anyway, let's go on to what else Tasha said. So she went on to talk about she does not believe that these documents were just leaked. I was trying to follow her when she talked about that. She said that she believed that Porsha was set up on the show to expose Simon, and in return, she got paid for that. I don't know. Would that make sense? Would that make sense for Porsha to come back to Housewives to set up Simon to be exposed about his lifestyle so that she could get paid, so that she could turn around and divorce him and be an embarrassment to pretty much her whole family because she married a scammer? She's got brands to protect. She's got her brand that she has her collaboration with. What, she's a brand ambassador, brand ambassador, I think, for Pampers, for Clorox. She's got the Go Naked hair. She has a deal with Amazon. Well, I don't know if she still does it or not. The whole Amazon fines or something on Amazon. What else is she doing? We heard about a recent collaboration that she had of what being a part of producing some series. I don't know the intricacies of that though. So she's got a lot of things going on. Would that make sense for her to be like, yeah, Tasha alleges that she's getting $5 million out the deal with Housewives. Would that make sense for her to get 5 million to turn around and expose him, to then turn around to divorce him? Is she smart like that to do a setup like that? Because a lot of people are saying no, Portia's not that bright. There's no way she would have came up with this scheme to do that. Somebody exposed this. Who did it? Who did that? In Portia's voice, who said that? Who did that? Was it Fallon that did that? If it was Fallon, you would think she would have been done that by now. Was it one of the other housewives that told? How did this information happened to come out at the exact time that she announces that she is returning to Housewives. How did that work out? Now, according to Tasha K, she said that when Fallon was put out by Simon, she was left allegedly with bad credit because Simon got everything in her name. And that's why when the girls went to their house, Fallon and Simon's house on the show, there was no furniture in the house. That's what she alleges. You would think that Fallon would have come out and said something by now, right? I would have thought that if Simon was a facade that Fallon knew about, that she would have exposed that a long time ago. What would have kept Fallon from exposing that information? Is she involved in Simon's alleged schemes as well, have knowledge of it, and she feels like if she would say anything about it, then she would get exposed? I don't know, because I don't know that that makes sense to me that he would destroy Fallon's credit. Yet when he puts her out because she's allegedly having, well, she really did have an affair with the little boy that she ended up having a baby by, Jalen, that she wouldn't have just told it then. I mean, what would have kept her from saying something at that point? I'm not sure. But she also went on to say, okay, so in the picture where you see that other gentleman, and you see the picture of Fallon, you see the picture of Porsha and Simon, the other guy, I was trying to follow that story because she was saying that that guy is that picture is Fallon's baby father. His name is Sharon Barber. But then I think she also said that he is the ex-wife of one of Simon's ex-wives. Did I get that right? Did I understand that right? That's a whole mess because she said she was in contact with him. She has DMs where she talked to him 2 years ago. She had a conversation with him because she was trying to figure out what was his beef with Simon. This is a whole mess. It's even bigger than to me than just the alleged schemes that Simon was a part of. This mess just seems like it goes real deep. And now Portia's camp is saying that the reason for the divorce is unrelated to the things that we know about. Well, girl, what else is it? I mean, shoot, you was just talking about be his peace last week, couple days ago. You're his piece, and you post, constantly how where you pretend as if you guys have such a lavish and lovely lifestyle. And so what else is there? There's a lot of talk as well where people are saying that they don't believe that she's actually leaving Simon. This is just a divorce on paper to protect her assets. And that could be why he posted that picture of him on the golf cart wearing his wedding band in Costa Rica and has no worries. If the picture could talk, it would say, I don't have no worries. I don't have no worries. So that's what some people are saying. It's like she's not going anywhere. Some people believe she actually is the one that took the picture. I guess time will tell, and I think this will play out at some point, and we'll know more about what is really happening, if this is really part of their plan for her to divorce him on paper only, or is she really actually leaving him because she really found out more than what she knew. What's my opinion about it? My opinion about it is that she knew about this. She knew most of it. She didn't ask a whole lot of questions because she didn't want to know too much stuff. But I think she had some knowledge that some stuff was real phony with him. Is she actually filing a divorce to leave him? No, I don't think so. I think that I'm in agreement that I think the divorce is on paper, but that she's not actually going to leave him unless maybe he gets deported. Now you can go and check out Simon's website. He has a website, simongubadia.com, where I think he has a bunch of lies about himself on there. And it looks like the pictures that's on the website is pictures of his face, possibly altered, in my opinion, on someone else's body, because I don't believe that's Simon's body. But anyway, so you can go onto his website and read the lies that he has on there about how he's in the oil and gas business. He also talks about that he's in the entertainment business, music, movies, food and beverage, hospitality. Like, he just names a bunch of stuff and gives himself all kinds of fake accolades, in my opinion. Let me see. Anything else that Tasha talked about that I thought was of importance? No, pretty much I think she is just going with the fact that she believes that Portia was set up to release this information. I don't think so, but you guys let me know down in the comments what your thoughts and opinions are about this whole scandal of a mess. And I will talk to you guys on the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Porsha Williams filed for divorce. Who said that? Do you mean Porsha Gubadia filed for divorce?